Uh,
Good morning.
so today, good morning. Today, like yesterday, we have discussed about the whatever the dry cleaning methods we have in the previous classes, and today we are going to discuss about the wet cleaning methods. So, do you have any query regarding the dry cleaning methods which you can discuss? Otherwise, we will move forward with the wet cleaning method. So today we are going to discuss about the vat cleaning. What are the vat cleaning methods we are going to use, or whatever the vat cleaning equipments we are going to use, and what is the advantage of the vat cleaning method over the dry cleaning methods that we are going to discuss in further class, further slides. So vat cleaning usually it is more effective than dry methods. Why it is more effective? Can anyone tell me why vat cleaning is more effective as compared to dry cleaning? Whenever we will talk about the vat cleaning method, okay, so we will say always vat cleaning method is more effective as compared to dry cleaning methods. So what are the reason behind that? Yes, Viraj Patel, can you tell me?
Yes, sir.
Viraj, yeah, can you tell me why vat cleaning is more effective as compared to dry cleaning methods? Dev, Dev Prajapati, can you tell me? Can you tell me why vat cleaning is more effective than dry cleaning methods? Yes, Dev. Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, just mute your mic. Jadeja, yes, Steve Jadeja.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me why? Why wet cleaning methods are more effective as compared to dry cleaning method?
Dry cleaning can be described as washing and cleaning, sir. And wet cleaning is contrast to
So
traditional
why it
dry
is more?
cleaning.
Mm-hmm. No, what
And
I am asking here,
yes,
yeah, what I am asking here is that if you have a dry cleaning method and if you have a wet cleaning method, always you will say like wet cleaning method is more effective as compared to dry cleaning method. What could be the reason behind that? Why we are saying that dry cleaning method is less effective and wet cleaning method is more effective? Okay, just tell me how we are going to decide the effectiveness.
sir.
Hmm.
सर
बोलो
डस्ट नहीं
बोलो.
होता वेट क्लीनिंग
Hmm.
में लेस डैमेज
Hmm.
टू फूड एज कंपेयर टू ड्राई क्लीनिंग.
Okay. So it could be a dustless process. So wet cleaning could be a dustless process, and it can just mute yourself. Huh?
ओके सर.
So why we are saying it is a more effective because actually the wet cleaning method is a first dustless process. You are not going to generate any dust, so it is not going to be hazard for even the health the person who is handling the cleaning and all also. Correct. The second thing, it is going to cause the less damage to the fruits as compared to the dry methods. Here we will have the less amount of the damage as compared to the drying methods. So these wet cleaning methods, when we will use, actually when we want to remove any soil particle from the root crops, we have the different root crops. Dev, can you tell me what are the root crops we have? Dev, Yamini Chaudhary, can you tell me what are the root crops is there?
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, can you tell me what are the root crops we have?
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, if you are not able to tell, just say no. We will move to another candidate.
No, sir.
Okay, just mute yourself, huh? Yuvraj. Okay. Yuvraj,
Sir,
see, if you have the answer, reply me, otherwise mute yourself. Yamini.
yes, sir.
Yuvraj, can you tell me
Yes, sir.
what are the root crops will be there? What do you understand by root crop actually? रूट क्रॉप क्या होता है? कोई कौन सा क्रॉप ऐसा है जो रूट क्रॉप कहलाता है? सामवेल,
Yes, sir.
रूट क्रॉप कौन सा होता है? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय
No, sir.
रूट क्रॉप? कौन सी क्रॉप? ओके। उमंग, उमंग राठौर, उमंग, कैन यू हियर मी? प्रिंस, कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट आर द रूट क्रॉप्स विल बी देयर?
Yes, sir. Uh,
हाँ।
root crops are vegetables underground
हम्म।
जो vegetables होते
करेक्ट,
हैं
करेक्ट।
अ,
हम्म।
उसके वो लास्ट पार्ट होता है ना
हम्म।
अंडरग्राउंड प्लांट्स पार्ट वो
हम्म।
रूट crops होते हैं
कोई एग्जांपल आप बताओगे रूट क्रॉप्स का?
बीटरूट
ओके।
कैरेट
या, एनीवन? ओके, okay, just mute yourself, Prince. So now it is clear what is root crop. If anybody have doubt, now also you can ask me. Still someone have the confusion about root crops? If yes, then please ask. Otherwise, we will move further. Dishita, Dishita Patel.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by root crop? रूट क्रॉप क्या होता है दिशिता? See, if you are not responding, what does it mean? You don't know?
No, sir.
Okay. Jimmy Chaudhary. Jimmy. Please, can you explain? Just unmute yourself and explain, Jimmy, what is root crop, and give me the example of root crop. See, if you don't know even the root crop, then how you will understand what I am telling and what you are going to clean and how it is going to be affect. Okay, we'll move further. So now I think it is clear for everyone what is root crops, like whatever the crops you that will grow under the grounds, like either we have the different like beetroot or carrots, etc. So if you are going to remove the soil from these fruit or vegetable whatever we have, so how you are going to remove the soil? So dry method is not a good method for removing the soil from the root crops, as well as there may be several dust and pesticide residues which are present on this on the fruit and vegetables that can be effectively removed with the help of the wet cleaning. Okay. So, if you want to remove the soil from the root crops, then it is necessary you have to perform completely the wet cleaning method, no dry cleaning methods. And even though there is slight dust on that or slight pesticide residue on that, so they can this wet cleaning method can help to remove these pesticide and dust residues from your surface of your fruit and vegetables. So they are dustless and they will cause the less damage to your food as compared to a dry method. Once you are going to compare with dry method, the wet method will do the less damage to your food products, whatever food material you are going to be clean. So wet methods usually they are necessary if you are using the if a large quantity of soils you're going to remove, like we have the different like potatoes or we have the carrot in which so many soils is present, and that soils if we are you are going to remove means you have to use the wet method only. No other method you have to go like drying method or some other method. You have to only go for the wet cleaning methods. So whatever the wet cleaning methods, which one you will found like this math in under the wet cleaning method, this method is the optimum method for the cleaning of your rot groups. Then that one you have to take care, and that even you have to utilize for the cleaning of your material. So if you are having a large quantity of soils on your root crops and you want to remove that, so you have to use the it is necessary to use the wet methods. And if it is essential, if you are not able to remove the dust, still you are not able to remove the dust, and then you can use the slight amount of the detergent also. See, the once you are going to add the detergent, again you have to wash with the clean water. Here you have to do the double process because that detergent residues will be present otherwise on the surface of your vegetable or fruit, whatever you have. So once you are looking for a detergent or any other chemical, but that chemical residue also you have to remove it. Please mind it always whenever you are doing the cleaning and all. So they are expensive as the large quantity of the high purity water is required. Here you should have a purified water we need for the wet cleaning methods. And once we need a large quantity of purified water, in the same way we are going to remove the dirty influent which is going to be produced. And what you will do with that dirty influent, whether you are going to treatment and reuse of the water. Once you are going for the treatment and reuse of the water, then it can reduce slightly cost of your wet cleaning method. But whenever we will compare with the dry method or wet cleaning method, which one is cost effective? Can anyone reply me?
Dry effective.
So dry is the cost effective methods. Okay. So we can use even the different combination of the detergents. We can use either different combinations of detergent or steriliant, and we can use even at the different temperatures, or we can uh, use different temperatures. So on the basis of the product nature, you have to select everything here. Suppose if your product is able to lose its texture after reaching the temperature nearby 50 degrees Celsius, so you should not reach beyond that. So on the basis of the nature of the product which you are going to give the wet cleaning treatments. So accordingly, you have to use the combination of the detergent or steriliant at the various temperatures. So you should have a flexibility in your operations once you are going to use the different type of the raw materials for the cleaning purpose. Then we have the different sanitizing chemicals that can be commonly used in the wet cleaning methods. So in the water, you can use the different chemicals like chlorine. You can have the citric acids, or you can have the ozone that could be used for the sanitizing as a sanitizing chemical in the wet cleaning methods. So wet cleaning methods, they will also help to reduce the enzymatic browning. How? Can anyone tell me? Wet methods can reduce the enzymatic browning. How? How it can affect the enzymatic browning actually? Anyone?
सर वो एटमॉस्फेयर के डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट में नहीं आता इसीलिए।
Okay. Any other reason? Anyone else? कैसे वो एंजाइमेटिक ब्राउनिंग को रिड्यूस कर सकता है? Okay, just think about if we are using the hot water for the treatments, so that could be lead to reduce the enzymatic browning. But how? How it will going to affect the enzymatic browning? Nisarg, Nisarg Patel. Nisarg, can you tell me, Nisarg? And just mute yourself and speak if you know. Just unmute yourself, man. Nisarg.
Sir,
Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, so, what are the VAT methods is there? So we have, suppose you are going to use the hot water treatment. In that case, which type of the enzymatic browning, how it is going to affect? Suppose if you are using the hot water in the wet cleaning method, so how it is going to reduce the enzymatic browning? Can anyone tell me?
Sir, it will inactivate the enzymes.
It will inactivate the enzymes, correct? So this is the way how your it is whatever hot water will be there, it will affect the enzymatic activity and the ultimate browning will be reduced. So by this way it will help to increase the shelf life of your food products also, correct? Okay. So what are the sanitizing chemicals which are commonly used in wash waters? We have to use till a certain level of the point. It is not like that whatever amount we wish, that much amount we can use. It is not up to that. There are the certain limits at how much amount of the chemical we have to use for as a sanitizing one we are going to use into the wash water. So suppose up to 200 to 200 milligram per liter of the chlorine or citric acid can be used in for the wash water. So although their effectiveness for the decontamination has been questioned, as it is also not permitted in the some countries. See, some people will also claim like once you will add the chlorine or citric acid, it is also going to decontaminate your products. But the effectiveness of decontamination will be very less. So every time there will be a questions whether it is going to be affect correctly or not. So how much the effectiveness of your whatever the chemical sanitizing chemical you are going to use, how much effectiveness it have. So if it is having the more effectiveness, then it can be used effectively for the various purpose. As well as there are the several law and regulations for using the various type of the sanitizing chemicals, either whatever it will be, like either it is India or either it is any other foreign country. So every country have their own regulations and their laws. So as per their regulations, in some country the utilization of these sanitizing chemicals in food is not permitted. Okay, so it may be vary from the country to country also. So we have to always take care about that if we are working some multinational company, and if your product is going to be import and export all these things. So you should take care whether whatever the things you are going to use as a sanitizing for the sanitization of your raw material, whether it is permitted in some other countries or not. Whatever country you are going to intend for the export and import program. Okay. So at that time also you have to take care. So if you are using the warm cleaning water for the cleaning in the wet cleaning methods, so it may accelerate the enzymatic and microbial spoilage also. If you are not carefully doing the cleaning with the help of the warm water, so sometimes what will happen, it will soft the tissue. soft the outer layer of your raw material. So what will happen? So microbial attack will be microbial spoilage will be accelerated in that case. So if you have a certain type of the microbial infections or microbial present in the surroundings, so it can effectively come and utilize it, because the protected layer now has been ruptured because of the warm cleaning water. So if you are not properly controlling the warm cleaning, like how much time you have to keep it, and uh, how much amount of the chemicals you have to use it, and what should be a optimum temperature for a particular type of the food materials. So it completely depend on that. So if you are not controlling it very well, then it could be even lead to the chemical or microbiological spoilage. So the careful control is too much needed in the any industry once you are going to do the vat cleaning. So you have to exercise the various careful controls, either it is regarding the washing times, like how many times you have to wash it. So sometimes 2 or 3 times also you have to wash. Correct. So there should be some subsequent delay either before the processing, and if there is a subsequent delay in the processing, sometimes what will happen during that period itself, the microbial spoilage will occur. So that how much delay you can keep it after doing the cleaning and all, so that can be effectively we have to control how effectively we can control all these process. So ultimately if we are using the VAT procedures for the cleaning, so we will produce a large volume of the effluent, and these effluent, how we are going to dispose it, and how we are going to use that large volume of the water which is now dirty water, which is known as dirty water or effluent water, and whatever the high concentration of dissolved or suspended solid now came into that water, how we are going to remove that, and how we are going to dispose that. That is a major concern in the VAT procedures. So procedures usually they will require you need the clean water, and you have to pay the high amount for the influent disposals. Then you have to sometimes develop or build the water treatment facility for the reuse of the water. So once you will use even the recirculated or filtered or chlorinated water, so you can even reduce the cost for a till a certain period of the time. So whenever it is possible to reuse the recirculate water, filtered water, chlorinated water, so you will use it several times even in the industry to reduce the cost. So what are the example of wet cleaning method? We have the soaking method, then we have the spray washing method, then we have the different flotations washing, then we have the ultrasonic washing. So what are the equipment we will use for the vat cleaning? There are the several spray washers, brush washers, drum or rod washers, or ultrasonic cleaners or flotation tanks. So can you just do this activity now? This is activity first. What could be a correct answer? You have to write in the comment box. Please reply all. Which one is the correct answer? Reply all. I think few people are still remaining. So, which one is the correct answer? Jenny?
Sir, dry cleaning.
Dry cleaning is the correct answer. Okay. Few people have forget to read it carefully. Actually, it is mentioned less effective. Once we are talking about the less effective method, then it should be dry cleaning method, not wet cleaning method. Correct. So if it is less effective for the removing of the soil and the root from the root crops, so it is dry cleaning method, because wet cleaning method is even more effective, and as well as the ultrasonic also. If you see uh, ultrasonic also, we will use the wet cleaning method only most of the times. There is no dry cleaning in that. And the soaking also, we have the wet cleaning only. Correct. So these ultrasonic and soaking are will come under the wet cleaning only. So the ultimate answer will be the correct answer will be dry cleaning method. Clear? So answer will be dry cleaning here. Okay, we'll move to another activity. Can you reply for this? The sanitizing chemical which are commonly used in wet cleaning are. You have to choose a correct answer for that. See, don't look the others like whatever answer they have given it is correct. Maybe they are given the wrong answer. So you just think which one is the correct and then you reply. Parth, Parth Chawar. Parth, which one is the correct answer, Parth? पार्थ आपको आवाज आ रहा है क्या? Okay, so everyone have given the correct answer only. Like correct answer is which one? Which one is the correct?
P.
Six.
Citric acid and ozone.
So citric acid and ozone. See, citric acid and ozone. These are the most commonly used sanitizing chemicals that are used in the cleaning. If you see chlorine and H2SO4, chlorine is used, but H2SO4 we will not use. Even in the another case, we will not use the HCl. Correct. So the chlorine, citric acid and ozone, which are usually weak acids. Citric acid is weak acids, correct. So that only we are going to use, and ozone also will be used. So the whatever the strong acid will be, we have like HCl or H2SO4s, we are not going to use for the washing purpose. Okay. So we'll move further. Like we have the soaking methods. What are the soaking why it is required? Then soaking, we can say it is just a preliminary experiment or preliminary stage of the cleaning, cleaning of the wet cleaning. Like once you are going to do the wet cleaning of your raw material, whatever food materials you have, so you have to go for the soaking of that. Correct. So first, it is a preliminary stage, which are when you are going to clean a heavily contaminated materials. Either it is root crops, either you are going to softening the soils, either you are going to partially removal of the stones or other contaminants. So that time, if you are going to do that, so you have to use the uh, you have to do the soaking method first. So with the help of the soaking, you are going to softening the whatever the heavily contaminated material is there, that will be soft and it will be easy to remove it. Okay. So soaking method, once we are doing the soak, then how where we have to do it? So we have to use either any metallic or concrete tank, or we can use the several drums to perform this cleaning. And we may fit the various devices in these drums or the tanks for the agitation of the waters. It can be the different type of the stirrers. It can be the different type of the paddles. Maybe you have studied about the stir and paddles in different other subjects also. Have you heard about stir and paddles? What is the purpose of that? Stirrer का purpose क्या है? Anyone?
सर पता नहीं।
Okay. So the stirrer usually used for the stir and paddles will be used for the mixing. Correct? Once you are going to mix anything, whatever you have, or you are going to agitate, mixings and agitations, if you are going to do, so you can use the different type of the stir and paddle. Okay. And even though if in the several type of the drums and tanks, even they will use the rotating mechanisms. They will rotate the entire drums. So what will happen? So the agitation of water will happen, and easily, effectively, you can remove the soils and dirt or whatever targets you are going to be removed. Whatever your target to remove from the surface of your food or whatever food raw material is there. So usually, if you have a delicate product or delicate raw products, like you have the strawberry or asparagus or any other products, and you want to trap the dirt, so you can use even the sparging airs. So you can spark the airs, and that can be used to remove the dirts from the strawberry and asparagus, which is having the delicate textures. So by the little bit pressure, if you are applied for the cleaning of that, so what will happen? This strawberries and all, these will be like damaged. So once it is damaged, you cannot get the market value of your product. Okay. So even the same case will be happen in the case of the warm water. Like if you are going to use the warm water or the detergents, it is going to improve the cleaning efficiency. But uh, it may also damage the texture of your products. So when especially there is a chance of the contamination with several type of the mineral soils, if there is oil contamination and all in your products, whatever it came, either it came from the field, either it came during the transportations, till it reached to the raw material, or till it reached to the industry, and now processing we have to start. So before processing, once whatever the steps was there, either supplying time or trading time or transport time or during collection time, the mineral oil contamination if happen and you want to remove that, so you have to use either warm water, either you have to use the detergent. So that is the effective way once your contaminated mineral oil. But it will increase the expense. It is going to increase your expense. But this is the only way how you can improve the cleaning of mineral oil from your raw materials. So it may also lead to damage the textures, because you are going to use hot water as well as the detergents. Or if you are even using the detergents, or even you are going to use the hot water, it may lead to damage of the certain amount of the raw materials. Okay, so that we have to always take care once we are going to use any type of the raw materials and all. Further, we have the spray drying. Spray drying is spray washing. Spray washing is very widely used for the many type of the food raw materials, and the efficiency of the spray drying is usually depend on the how much volume and temperature of water has been taken, and how much time of exposure you are giving for a particular type of the food raw materials you are going to clean. So the volume of water and the temperature of water and the time of exposure will decide the efficiency of the spray washing. Suppose if you have the less volume of the spraying, then it will not effectively clean it. You have the suppose apple which having the hard surface, little bit hard surface, and you are using it. So what will happen? If your volume is less, then it will not put any force on that. So without force, you cannot effectively remove the dust, or without temperature, you cannot effectively remove the dust. It may remove the certain level of the point, but some dust will be there, or some soil particles may be present that you could not be able to remove it. So for that, you need a certain time of the certain volume and certain temperature of the water, as well as how much time you have to give the exposure. That is also important. The small volume of high pressure water can give you the more efficient dirt removal, but it is limited by the product damage, because if you are using the delicate products, it can damage the your products. So this is the example how the in the rotating roller, suppose this is your fruits and this is spraying water here. So whenever the fruit piece will come and the spraying is going on continuously, and it will rotate, and with the rotations the spray will be there, and by this way, by on this conveyor belts, easily whatever the fruit or whatever the raw materials you have, that can be easily washed with the help of the water spraying method. So if you are using the larger food piece, so it may be necessary to rotate the unit so that the whole surface is presented to spray. And usually they are the two most common designs, like drum washers and belt washers. And previous example was the for the belt washers. We have a like belts which will run and the foot will be moving over the belt. And in drum washers, we have the drum, we will insert the fruit into the drums, and then from one side, and then inside of the drums the air pressure spray was there, and that could be help to clean the whatever the raw material you have. But if you will use the little bit abrasion, then it may contribute to the cleaning. It may enhance the efficiency of your cleaning, but it is also limited in the delicate products. Once you are looking for the delicate products, it cannot be used. So this is the example how in the drum products you will give the dirty metal from here. Water spray may be present inside of the drums itself, and the cleaning material. Once you will add the dirt materials in, and you will get the finally clean materials out. So in the next class.